Hi everyone, this is Hayley from Kingston Community Library and I am here with you today with your Storytime Craft. So if you visited Facebook this morning, you will have seen that we read Birthday on Mars, There's No Place Like Space, and also Penguinaut. So they were three really fun books, and we have Space Week this week, which is the final week of our summer reading. So we are making, wait for it, rocket bird feeders for our craft today. So they're kind of spacey and outdoorsy, and they're a really fun thing for you to do to attract the birds and help the wildlife, but also gives us something to do that's space-like. Okay, so all you need for this craft is a paper towel tube, which you can chop up from a kitchen towel. You just need some paper. If you don't have, I'm in the library today, so I have some colored paper with me. But if you only have white paper at home, you can decorate the paper to make it look really fun. You will also need some string or some yarn or something to tie up your bird feeder. And if you have it hanging around your fridge, some peanut butter and some bird seed. All right, so here we go. I'm going to pop these books down for a moment because we've heard them already today. So here's how we're going to start. It's very easy. The first thing we're going to do is puncture some holes in our tube, and we're doing that so that we can hold the string. And we're just going to pop 4 holes in there in each quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4, and mums and dads might be able to help you with that. So 1, 2, just to opposite ends, so we've got all 4 corners. And this is pretty quick, pretty easy craft. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to thread the string through one end and then through the other, like this, so it holds up. And then we're going to grab a second piece of string and we're going to do the same thing through the other 2 holes. So you will end up with 4 pieces of string. So we can dangle them down and make them similar lengths because we're going to tie the end together. And mums and dads can help with this part too. We're just going to tie a little knot in the end to hold our string. And this knot in the end, oh, mine's got all tangled and twisted. Maybe I needed some help. We are going to use that knot in a minute. All right, so what we need to do is grab our paper. So if you finish coloring your paper or if you found some patterned paper, we are going to cover this whole tube with paper. So we can do that. You can use tape or glue. I find tape is easier for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it. I'm going to dangle my string down like this so it's hanging out the bottom. And I'm going to hold the tape, and I'm just going to tape, holding the paper, the top and the bottom, so it sticks on. And then we're going to twist it all the way around so it covers our whole tube. And then we're just going to tape that bit too. I'm going to tape the top first, and then I'm going to get the bigger piece and tape all the way along the line. So it's all colourful. So now we have a colourful rocket top, bottom, which we can hang up. All right, now we need to make the top of our rocket because this is going to sit, and that's what actually makes it look like a rocket. Okay, so all you need to do for the top of the rocket, I'm going to pop that piece aside, is grab another piece of paper. It can be, again, it can be any colour, any pattern, any style that you want, so you can decorate it yourself. And what we're going to do is we're going to twist the paper into the middle to make a cone. So all you do is join end to end and twist, and then it makes a cone shape. Pretty easy to do. So we'll measure how much we need. That's about right. And then we can tape that. And if you don't have tape, glue works just as well. You can glue it or tape it. So what I'm going to do, can you see how it's a little bit big? I'm just going to trim this rocket shape off, which will make the end of the rocket, the nose cone of the rocket. Can you see? It's pretty funky, huh? So now what we need to do is we need to have a hole in the top because this hole is needed so that we can pop our string through. So you see how we made it into a knot at the end? We're just going to pop that whole thing down there and pull it out. Ready? Pop. It's that easy. And you don't even need to glue this on because the string is held on already on your cone, so you don't even need to glue the nose cone onto your rocket. All right, so that is the basic rocket shape. Now, when you think about a rocket, I always think about fire coming out of the bottom. So you can add some decoration to your rocket. If you have maybe some ribbon or some yarn or some more paper that you want to add to the bottom. So I've got some little strips of paper here. And again, you can do any color. You can use tape. You can use glue. Anything you want to do to take the fire onto the bottom of your rocket. This mine's going to be mine's got a little purple fire, so you can have any color fire that you want to have. I'm just going to add 4 pieces, and all I'm doing is I'm just taping them onto the side, different colors, so you can see, and I'll show you how it looks. So it looks like fire is coming out of the bottom of my rocket. When I hold it up, off he goes. All right, so that is the rocket. And if you just wanted to leave it like that, you could draw a window in your rocket and imagine your astronauts or your penguinaut, which is the story we read this morning, going up to space or going up to Mars. And that's a super easy rocket. However, if you want to turn this awesome rocket into a bird feeder, you just follow this next step. All right, so here we go. We're going to just pop the top off a tiny little bit. And we are going to grab our peanut butter, and all we're going to do, and this bit might get a bit sticky, so you might want to make sure you're in the kitchen to do this bit. We're going to grab, oh, mine's been in the fridge, so it's a little hard. We're going to grab some peanut butter, and yeah, we're going to cover this paper with peanut butter, because I think the birdies, they love peanut butter. So we're going to cover a whole rocket with delicious sticky peanut butter. And the reason we do this, why do you think we do this? We are going to do this so that the bird seed sticks to our rocket. And it gives a nice base. It will attract the bird. So I'll get a tiny bit more to make sure my whole rocket is covered in delicious peanut butter. And the nice thing about these rockets is they can be any style that you want them to be, because you can decorate them all yourself. All right, so once it's covered, can you see? Covered almost all of it in peanut butter. In here, I have some birdseed, so I'm going to try and keep my mess to a minimum. So in this little cup, I have birdseed. I'm going to hold my rocket over this bowl here, so that any that don't stick to this peanut butter will just fall right in the bowl. And that makes it easier for a mum and dad to clean up, right? And I'm just doing a good job of sprinkling. You can also sprinkle with your fingers too. I'm just spinning it around, and I'm just sprinkling on. And some of you might remember that we did this last year for our summer reading program, when we did a space summer reading program, and we hung them out on our story walk, and the birds came straight away and they ate them all up. So I'm going to give a little push onto the peanut butter so that they stick. Your hands might get a little sticky after doing this, so make sure to wash them good. Push, 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 all the way on. And now all I'm going to do is tip it back up, and I'm going to add my nose cone. And now we have a peanut butter bird feeder rocket. So it's a multi-purpose. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed today's craft. Tune in next week when Miss Sarah Zoe will be doing her Storytime craft. And this is the last week of our summer reading program. Hopefully we'll be open soon, and we will see you very soon. Take care, everybody. Enjoy. Bye.